Every 7 Days to Die player knows the feeling. The sky bleeds, the screaming starts, and you realize that your perfect kill funnel is about to become the perfect zombie buffet. How you doing? I'm Rebel, and welcome back to 7 Days. For this new base build, we're not using the trusty pole side center block the way that everybody usually does. We're gonna lay it perpendicularly to turn the zombie approach into a death trap. These undead are gonna try and fail the ultimate game of zombie hopscotch. Hopefully. Let's get building. Ugh, I log in and it's all rainy and foggy. Gross. So here's my plan, is I want to build like a pathway up and a funneled hallway. And then from that funneled hallway, like the stairway, I'm gonna have the pole side centers running along. So I'm gonna try to make it so that it's every other block. That way they have to jump from block to get to me. But if that doesn't work, then I'm gonna throw in an additional block to see if that worked. So because I record in advance and I was preparing for a vacation, I was like super ahead of schedule. I'm on par with my schedule. I'm not ahead. Normally I record about between 2 to 4 weeks if I'm lucky in advance. I usually don't get to the 4-week mark. It's usually, on average, I would say I'm about 2 to 3 weeks ahead of schedule. So that's like 4 to 6 videos ahead. Because I was planning for a vacation, I didn't want to come back in panic mode, having to record a whole bunch of videos all at once just to make sure that I wasn't stressed, essentially. So I didn't want to come back and be worried about, oh no, I gotta hurry up and record something. I feel like quality really suffers if I do that, and I just kind of panic, put out a video, and I didn't want to do that. So I was recording way in advance. I think it might have been 12 videos recorded so that when I do come back, I'm not panic rushing a 7 Days to Die video, because I feel like anytime you start panic making videos, anytime you start rushing through trying to make a video, the quality always lacks. I'm not the type of person that can just pump out a really easy video without giving it much thought. Quality over quantity. I didn't want the quality to suffer because I'm taking a vacation. I didn't think that was fair. And so by the time this video comes out, I'm back from vacation. It was amazing. It was a great trip. Me and the better half, Mrs. Nova, went to Dominican Republic. Stayed at a great resort. I put some pictures up on the Discord if you wanted to see them. Not many, just a couple. There's no like selfies or anything. It's all just like nature pictures. I'm not a huge person. You can ask anybody that knows me. I don't really take selfies. I don't really do photos. You would think that for somebody that's on YouTube, they're constantly taking selfies and constantly taking pictures. Even with family photos, I get annoyed. All right, is that 15 blocks yet? 15. All right, now I gotta fill this in. Building out the stairs for me is always one of the most time-consuming parts, because I'm always afraid, and all of this isn't needed. So like, I have all of these blocks, it's all solid concrete. There's no gaps, it's not hollow. I'm always afraid that the zombies are just gonna walk up and beat away at my stairway, and then that's it, there's Horde Night, because they destroyed a stairway. I always end up just overkilling my stairway up, unless I'm in like a playthrough where resources are severely limited. If I got the blocks, I might as well use them. There we go. Normally when I'm building stairs, I don't really worry about their pathway up until the very end. Like, I'll build their stairway up, like this part right here, that part up there, the blocks, and I won't worry about any of the stairs. But because I know I'm gonna have to test this quite a bit, because I'm gonna first try to lay the pole side center blocks two apart, a block apart. So it'll be the pole side centered, an empty space, a pole side centered, an empty space, a pole side centered, an empty space. So we're gonna have to test to see what works and what doesn't. There is the start of their entrance. That is one heck of a stairway. All right, so that's gonna be the basic premise. So they have to come up. I don't know if they're gonna be able to make a jump to that or not, or if I'm gonna need to put in another pole side centered here. I'm hoping I don't have to. I want to see what happens if they have to jump. I think one of the days while we were on vacation, it stormed pretty bad. So, and I say pretty bad, but I've been through a lot worse. Not the last trip that I took, but the trip before that, I think we flew into the Dominican Republic the day after a hurricane hit. It was still a great vacation. It doesn't matter what's going on. Me and Nova can make the best of anything. So while we were in the Dominican Republic, we got some much needed relaxation. We just ended up sitting in the room. In all honesty, we watched a whole lot of Neebs gaming. I think I'm gonna start my bunker right here. Thinking about turning this into one wide here. I don't know how well I followed my plan, but this is pretty much the entire base built and ready to go, except for our bunker here, if it works. But I didn't build the bunker intentionally, because if it doesn't work, I'm gonna have to throw in a whole nother pull side centered. And I wanted to test that first. I'm also gonna get rid of this whole column all the way straight down, just so that the zombies don't have something to jump on right here. But I think that should be it. I was thinking about running an electric fence post between each one of these pillars, but I wanted to see if the zombies will actually take the pathway first. Spawn in some feral Arlenes. How you doing, ladies? See if they can make it over to me. Five. Gotta find out what they're doing. Yeah, see, none of them are forming even up on the pathway here. They're just gonna beat away at the foundation. So I wonder, I'm gonna put in a feral Arlene, like right up here. See what she does. Yeah, so she doesn't even attempt. That's why I was testing it, because I didn't know if I was gonna have to put in the pull side centered straight across. I was hoping I wasn't gonna have to, because you could do more fun things if you didn't have to do that. I really hope this works. I've never really tried this before. If this doesn't work, this was a whole lot of wasted building. I mean, I guess I can repurpose it, but this was a giant waste if they don't take this pathway. I was really hoping that they would have to jump to each block. Let's try this again. Feral Arlenes, coming to get me. There we go, perfect. So while I'm shooting them, they're just gonna be tumbling. There's a couple of them that are making it, but I wonder if I destroy this right here. So rather than, if they fall here, rather than just turning around and beating away at the foundation, I'm hoping, excuse me, ma'am. I'm hoping that they run this way, back around to the start. If not, the only other thing I could think of is building a staircase off this way and going back down to here. That actually might be beneficial. Yeah, I'm thinking, because these zombies aren't high. They're just beating away at the foundation here. Even with me standing right here, they're just more interested in the foundation. I think they're in destroy everything mode. Yeah, they're not letting me check out the, I had to have changed it. What is it now? Yeah, if you hit the minus key. Ah, okay, so hitting escape resets it. Excuse me, I don't need to be cut and fatigued. So if you slam on the minus key while you're in dev mode, you can actually make it slow-mo. I didn't know that. Hi. Uh-oh. I'm infected. The reload, man. I thought it was bad before. See how slow we can get them. Oh, that's stop. There we go. That's pretty cool. Learn something new every day. So in dev mode with God mode on, you used to be able to hit 0 and it would bring up like the stats of the zombies. So like whether they're in destroy everything mode, whether they're chasing me, whether they're searching. They changed it. I'll just build y'all a stairway. It's more convenient for you. I think that'll do it. When they fall, they're gonna fall right about here. Then they can turn and just run straight up the stairs, right back to the start. I hope. Are they all coming up the stairs? Come on, you can do it. Up the stairs. No, unless you're going around to the other stairs. Okay, that's fine. And right now they're beating away at me. I hadn't planned on using this area here. I only built this. I only built that area because I was originally gonna have my bunker here, but I wanted it to be narrowed. I'm thinking now, what if I put some electric fence posts on the outside here and here to help them with the one last ditch effort of falling? Hi. Goodbye. Have a fall. Down you go. Ma'am. Ma'am. Takes so long to shoot. I didn't even hit you. Spamming the click button. Oh, I was out of ammo. Super speed. Ooh, that reload was quick. All right, it's not perfect. One stairwell is a little bit funkier than the other one just because the ground was a different level, so I had to do something weird to get this thing to work, but I think they'll still be okay. So now they have a pathway up. They have these pull side centers that I wish were a block apart, but they won't focus on me if they're a block apart, so they just go straight for the foundation. And then I think I need to put in some electric fence posts here, electric fence posts the other side here. And we're just gonna let them burn through the night. We're not gonna repair them. A roof, and then we're done, and paint it. That's all we really needed. So now, worst case scenario, I'm fighting here. I can turn and do my repairs. All right, I think that's gonna about do it for this base. Now we just need to paint it and send in a horde. Hope it works. All right, I don't know if you guys could hear it or not, but one of my neighbors, I live in an apartment complex, so we're all kind of, we can all hear each other. But one of my neighbors is doing something to the inside of their apartment that is super noisy. I have no idea what it is. They got the Stanley steamer truck out there doing something. I'm guessing they're having their apartment like deep cleaned. I raised the noise cancellation level on the video just so that, in hopes that it's not noticeable. So if you can hear like a buzz or a vacuuming in the background, that's what it is. I tried to fix it. I don't know if it worked or not, but I did try. I think that about does it. I got everything painted up. I got my entrance in. This is either gonna go horribly or it's gonna be too easy. It's too early to tell. So we got the pistol, the 44, the SMG, the tactical assault, tactical shotgun, auto shotgun, tactical assault rifle, the lever action rifle, enough ammo for an army, bacon and eggs, yucca juice, first aid, a cast in case I fall, concrete for repairs, repair kits to repair weapons, and a nail gun. What am I forgetting? Anything? I always forget spikes above my head. So get rid of these birds. A lot of people use like the auto shotgun or the, what is it, the robotic turret to get rid of birds. While that does work, works great, it chews through your ammo. And I found that the spikes, set it and forget it. Once they're up there, you're done. You ain't gotta ever have to worry about it again. If you're that far in the game where you got ammo to burn, throw some turrets on your roof. But I don't think it's really that necessary. Just in case you're wondering, I just threw the generator right underneath my fighting position here, ran it up to some switches, which is controlling the lights, up to some relays. and it is also controlling the electric fence posts. Nothing too special about it. Pretty easy setup. Game stage 212, level 168, 4,477 kills, up to 11 deaths. My skill points, we have 1 point in perception, which is the one that they give you, I think they give that one to you. And it's the same way across the board. I don't have a single skill point in anything. Zeros all the way down, except for that very first top one. We have 0 skill points in here, and we also have no books. We're running bare bones. All right, nothing left to do but to start up Horde Night. Dev mode off, creative mode off. Set time. Day 70, 21:58. Hope I did everything I could. Got him. Welcome to the Hopscotch Horde Base. Missed like all of those shots. Oh, I gotta turn on my electric fence posts. It's making his way over already. I'm hoping that when they start building up and getting zapped with the electric fence post, that they do a lot of falling. Like that. Perfect. They get all piled up. What are you hanging on? Nothing. Okay. That's acceptable. You can hang on nothing. I don't think I have any rad remover mods on any of these weapons. What are you standing on? Get him out of there. Did he fall? Hey, he's still sitting right there. Get out of there. Jerk. What are they all standing on over there? Is there like a little tiny ledge that I forgot to delete? I hope that doesn't ruin anything. I want to take a little climb down my ladder just so that I could see. I can't see anything. I was trying to see if they were like beating away at my foundation at all, but I don't think I'm gonna have much of a choice with that. And how is... Oh, I saw... Yeah, how is that damaged? A damaged block right there. Yeah, I can't get over far enough. Ugh. Really close to the edge. They're coming up. They're definitely coming up. How you guys doing? Booger, get out of here. Lumberjack. Hazmat. Twitchy Tom, have a nice fall. You, go away. Direwolf. Okay. I'm ready for you. Come on, Direwolf. Did you fall? We're gonna go ahead and say I hope you fell. There you are. I knew you were around here somewhere, buddy. Thanks for joining me, bullet sponge. So far, it's working out great, though. I mean, they pop their way over. Some of them fall. It's great at regulating how many zombies come at us at once. Booger. Get out of here, Booger. What are they beating on? They're beating on something, like right over here. And I hear another dog moving in. I keep seeing a block. There it is. There's another one over here somewhere. Like, how are these blocks getting damaged? Who knows? How you doing, buddy? You wanna go away for me? Because we can, like, go over to the outside wall, we can at least repair the right side. I have no way of repairing the left side, though. The only way I can repair the left side is if I built a ladder here to go over and repair it, but I would have to use some of my concrete to do that, and I don't have a whole lot to begin with. I mean, I guess I have enough. Shouldn't burn through 600 concrete in repairs. I hope not. These charged zombies, man. Demo! How you doing, buddy? It's only midnight and we got a demo already. We gotta be real careful with that button. I haven't seen any cops, though. No cop spit. I am not complaining. Not even a little bit. What are you doing down there, sir? You just standing around, enjoying the scenery? Yeah, it looks really nice over here in Rebel Arena, doesn't it? I heard a block break. And I don't know where. I really hope it wasn't one of their pathway blocks. Somebody just took a giant leap down to nothing. How you doing, buddy? So, hey, I hear you. No, go away. I didn't think that this base was gonna work out so well. I thought it was gonna be a lot more difficult, because I thought with having, if you could do the pole side center every other block rather than every block, I think it would be a lot easier and more easy than it already is to control. However, I thought with doing the pole side centered every single block, it was gonna make this, I was gonna be a buffet for the zombies. And turns out you can use the pole side centered pretty much any way you want. You can use it vertically, you can use it perpendicular, you can use it parallel. Pretty much works out pretty good. Actually, I think it works out better this way than it does the straight in, because, ooh, I thought I hit that button. Because it stops them. Like, it allows them to fall. The downside, I'm not great at aiming anyway, but there's a bird. But it makes them kind of bounce up and down. And it's harder to get headshots when they're bouncing up and down. But my aim sucks anyway, so does it really matter? Hey, stop it. I did hear that with the new 2.4 update, you can see that I'm playing 2.4 in the top right corner. I think they changed the zombie spawns to be a full 64 zombies again. So at one point they changed it so that it was like only a certain number of zombies will come at you at once, and I think the number was like half of what it used. It was half of 64. It was like 32. And they did that for optimization reasons, which I get. At the same time, if I set it to 64, send 64 zombies after me, which is what it's currently set at. Set at 64. What goes up must come down. Down you go. Whee! But yeah, I heard with the 2.4 update, they brought, it was a lot of like somebody just flew across. It was a lot of like optimization stuff. And they're saving the newer, like all of like the content related stuff. They're saving that, I think, for 2.5 or 3.0. I'm not sure yet. But I hear they're bringing jars back. It's gonna be interesting. And I joke a lot about, I want my jars back. I do. I would like the jars back, but it's not a huge, it's not something that I'm like, I can live without them. The way that the game is now, I can live without the jars. I liked them. I like being able to have a bunch of jars, go to a lake somewhere, collect some water, and you're done. But at the same time, I'm okay without them. The game works just fine without them. I'm worried that they're coming through here. We're gonna go ahead and make like 20 concrete blocks, because I have a feeling we're gonna need them. And if they're beating away at that wall, then they could just come around to the backside and get me that way. Can't have that. So I made some concrete blocks that if I have to, I can wall this off. Actually, what I should do is just this right here. Just in preparation when I get in a couple more. I'll make it 2 blocks tall. If I have to block myself off, I will. so if I have to, I'll put 2 blocks in here if they try to make it through there, and then I'll figure out what to do next after that. This is working out pretty well. Still surprised, no cop spit. The boogers came over, tried. They weren't doing nothing though. Darlene, charged running around. Not really worried about this side. They can't get me on that side. This side, they can 100% break through that block and destroy my knight. Soldier, thank you for your service. Booger, how you doing? The boogers are a pain in the butt, but they're pretty easy to kill. Their health isn't that bad. I see a big mama moving in too. That Tom, I don't think, had an arm. Hey, look at all of them. They're all piling in. There's like 10 of them all piling in. And then they get up here, and then there's like nothing. They gotta be falling somewhere. Or maybe it's, I just don't think it's a lot of zombies. We're handling them okay. Hey, stop it. I'm over here. Thank you. There it is. There's the Horde Knight. Horde Knight for the Hopscotch Horde Base. It sounds like they're right here. They have to be beating away at that, at a wall somewhere. I want to clear them all out so I can go take a look, because I'm pretty sure there's at least some damage to this side of the base, the left side of the base. Has to be. All right, I think what I'm gonna do is bail on the base to try to get rid of some of them. That's reloaded, and that's reloaded. All right. Let's figure out what these zombies are doing. How you doing? Come and get me. Dinner time. I knew I heard a screamer. I don't see her. She's on the base. Did I get him? Ah! Here comes the screamer horde. Get out of there. Run. Eat some more food. Hey, there. Thank you, cop. Appreciate you blowing up. Hope you took out some zombies with you. Screamer. Ma'am, go away. Single file, please. Everybody gets a turn. Kill tour zombies complete. Go away. Got her. I don't think she's down. Ah! Darn it. I was trying to get her before that happened. Thanks, ma'am. Appreciate your extra zombies. Inconsiderate. Can't just let me have the win. Darn it, I was trying to juke that. And of course I get infected. I think that's everybody. Now let's go see what damage they did. So far, they broke 2 blocks here. Yeah, all the stairs in every direction look good. I knew they were trying to come through. Yeah, that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to beat away at this part of the base so that they could actually squeeze through here to try to get me through there. Bold zombies, very bold. There's the Hopscotch Horde Base. A Knight 70 Horde tested the strength of this concept, and while they knocked a few blocks loose, we didn't just survive, we proved the viability of the perpendicular pole side center design. The zombies were forced to play our game of hopscotch and they lost every single round. But now that we've seen this thing work under the ultimate pressure, it's time to refine it. Let me know in the comments what upgrade you guys would do to survive in this base on Horde Night. If you like this design, or if you have any other crazy ideas you want tested, you already know the rest of the deal. Like, share, comment, subscribe, notification bell. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace, I'm outta here.